Hey everyone, it's Laggy. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video in which I find a TikToker and go ha 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 ha. Today we are going to be talking about a user, but he's more like a musician who goes by That's Dax on TikTok. So Dax has 16 million followers on TikTok. That is very impressive. Let's start with that. This is the song which I found him by, and I also want to let you know that I have it memorized, so...
You're insane. You're in pain. I can tell by what you're saying, but my bad. I'm sorry. I forgot you were fragile. I forgot someone who doesn't even know me told you I'm an asshole. I forgot that I'm the villain. I forgot that I've always spread positivity, but you think I didn't. I forgot that hatred stems from people who hate their own existence. I forgot I'm better off alone.
So very interesting. Very intense music video. I mean, he's got the face paint. He's in a dark room. So he's pretending to be the Joker. The song's called Joker. I think this was a song that was like a pretty big meme on TikTok at some point, if I do remember correctly. He's acting so like crazy, but his lyrics are so non-violent, so it's super funny. It's almost like he stole the notes that like his therapist wrote down and turned them into a rap. I forgot that I always spread positivity, but you think I didn't. I forgot that hatred stems from people that hate their own existence. That is a poster in a therapist's office somewhere, 100%. So based off of that TikTok video and that song, you might think you know what his music is like. You would be very wrong. Y'all thought Beyonce was good at switching genres? Y'all never seen Dax switch up the genre. Come on.
I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man.
So this is a song called To Be a Man, in which he talks about struggles that men go through, and it's bad. Yeah, pretty bad song. And it's quite the genre jump from Joker. It's more country. He's using a country accent, but maybe that's his real accent and the Joker one was just a facade. I'm so intrigued by the way Dax films these TikToks. For his promotion, he always does a bunch of TikToks with his song that he makes, which honestly is pretty normal for artists to do. But for this particular song, he hires like a different girl for him to explain how hard it is to be a man every single time. Like in the one that I just showed you, it was a blonde girl. But here, it's another girl whose bob is absolutely fire, I have to add. Also, I came across this video when I was scrolling through the sound and I literally died.
Don't give up. Keep fighting. As a man,
Dax was going so deep, the police officer started crying. There's absolutely no way he didn't write this on purpose. Also, genuine question, I know this is for promotion, but does he think that any of like his audience members will think this is real? Like, number one, Dax is like bleeding. He's like all bloodied up in this clip. So I don't even understand the context. Like the police officer just arrested him for a crime or saved him from a crime, and then Dax just started singing his man song, and the police officer, looking straight ahead, not looking at Dax, standing in front of him like this, just started bawling. I don't know, man. He also has a song called Dear Alcohol where he essentially writes about like his experience as alcoholic and how alcohol negatively affected his life.
I'm taking care of these people, but no one takes care of me. I want to talk to somebody, but I feel no one relates.
No one take care of me. Hey. The song itself sounds like about all of his other songs, like it was essentially like made for TikTokers to use, if that makes sense. But there's something going on with alcohol on his page, specifically whiskey, specifically Jack Daniels. So I see this video of him pouring out alcohol, right?
I needed somewhere to take.
Very cool. Alcohol clean. Congrats. But like literally 4 videos later, I see this.
I needed somewhere to take my mistakes.
He's literally like at the Jack Daniels headquarters with a bottle of it in his hand. And it's not even the Dear Alcohol song. It's a different song. Lonely Dirt Road song. I don't understand. Okay, and before I get into the next portion of the video, I need to preface. None of his videos say hashtag sponsored, hashtag ad, hashtag Jack Daniels partner. Here's where it gets a little bit weird. He does these POVs where he's like, POV, you let the lonely kid into the studio and this happens. Like this one.
Yo.
Also, this one is particularly funny because you think he's about to sing the Joker song because he comes in as the Joker, but
I needed somewhere to take my mistakes.
But anyway, it's just to promote his music. He does his little bit and then he starts singing. But he has one reoccurring POV, recording an alcoholic. So this is the first one I saw.
Hey bro, no alcohol in the studio.
Repeat the cycle every day. I got.
And if you notice at the top, it says part 25. But I saw about 100 more above these on his page, and they all say part 25. And there was a lot more under it as well. The one that I saw wasn't the first video, and it wasn't the last video that he does of the series. Like, genuinely, what is up? Because there's a trillion videos like this and they all say part 25. My theory is that he capped it at 25 so he wouldn't look like literally insane. But anyways, the alcohol saga continues with the POVs. So Dax collaborates a lot, and I mean a lot, with other creators. He even collaborated with Darius Rucker, who is a country singer who's won multiple Grammys, I believe. So again, very impressive. But sometimes he brings his collaborators in to do those POVs like the one that you saw before. In this case, he did some TikToks with people that he collaborated with, and the caption is, POV, a quiet girl comes into the studio. But I want you to look in these quiet girls' hands. The Jack Daniels is inescapable. So it's not even necessarily a Dax thing. Like, it's not Dax's brand to have a bottle of Jack Daniels. It's the brand of his page. If you enter his page, you have to hold a bottle of Jack Daniels. He even used it as like a microphone on his open burst challenge, and I thought it was really funny. But okay, I kept scrolling and I was noticing Jack Daniels bottles that I like didn't notice before. Like, I swear they started when I started noticing them, they were everywhere on his page. I mean,
I'm taking care of. I needed some. You're insane. You're in. Dad, you're insane. You're in pain. I'm taking.
okay, but obviously 16 million people is a lot of followers. Like, this is no small feat. So he was able to meet the TikTok CEO.
I needed somewhere to take my mistakes. I didn't.
This is killing me because we never see them talking. So we don't know if the TikTok CEO said that. Dax was like, yeah, I told him it was gonna impact the world. And then he stared at me and I assumed that was approval. But I'm not gonna lie, Dax kind of broke my heart when I found out he was MAGA.
That time Donald Trump was going up against Hillary Clinton. And I'm not a political guy, but I'm not a political guy, but I'm not a political guy, but
and I can't slow down. It's criminal activity, push capitalism, jack prices.
And it was honestly really surprising to me because I honestly thought he was the complete opposite. A lot of his songs talk about how men are like pushed into traditional roles and have to provide, and like how it's exhausting and how they're only used as providers and they feel like they don't have a space to talk and it's super exhausting. So naturally, I thought he was saying like we should step out of these traditional roles and like work to break traditional gender roles. I was wrong. He wants to complain about them and then reinforce them through his political beliefs. I wanna take care of people, no one take care of me. And then the burn it, pretend to put it say.